Well, we wanted to bring folks out and just talk a little bit about the IndyCar Grand Prix this year. One of the things that is really important when you have real road racing. So if you go to Mid-Ohio or you go to Road America, it is all about camping. It is about families coming. It's about friends coming in the night before the event starts and staying until the morning after it's over. They're cooking out inside the facility and really enjoying road racing the way road racing is supposed to be enjoyed. And last year, our friends at Mount Comfort RV allowed my wife Beth and I to go over to Mid-Ohio and do some camping and see what it was really like. And I spent most of the evening walking around talking to fans and getting an idea of why they do it. And it was amazing how many of those fans were from Indiana, central Indiana, Indianapolis area, and how many of them it was really what they did. And when I saw them at Road America, it was the same kind of thing. So I said something to Graham about it, and Graham, having grown up in and around Mid-Ohio, understands more than anybody how important camping is to road racing. And while we've had glamping for the Indy 500 over by the lake, what we haven't had is that ability for people to bring their own RV, to bring their own tent, to really camp and be part of an event at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So the area where we are today, we sort of call the woods, even though there's only 4 or 5 trees left. And the area behind where you guys are, inside turns 1 through 4, 5, and 6 of the road course, are going to be areas for our fans to camp, either in their tents or their RVs, for the IndyCar Grand Prix next year. We really want families to come out. We want those hardcore race fans to come enjoy it. And Graham and I had an opportunity to talk about it, and I got a text from Graham the other day and said, where are we on getting this done? And I told him, well, we were going to get it announced this week. And Graham understands, as do most of the drivers in our series, that we can't do this without fans. So Graham has led the charge, and we're going to spend some time with fans on a couple of evenings. We're going to get some other drivers out here, and we're really going to make it pay off for those folks that want to camp. So starting today, if fans want to come out to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the first time ever, you get a camp inside the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in your own RV or your own tent. And we think it's just going to be a great way to kick off the month of May and really change the fan experience at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And the folks at Mount Comfort are going to help me out with an RV. So Beth and I will be camping out here with the fans, having a big time, enjoying some cookouts. And Graham, I know, is going to come. Graham suggested maybe some fireside chats. Why don't you talk a little bit about the importance of camping? Mid-Ohio, your dad grew up there, you grew up there, and that's kind of what it's about when you go road racing.
Yeah, well, first of all, it's great to any day you get to be, even if it's this cold. It's great to be at Indy, at the Speedway here. And, as Doug said, I thought, when this idea was presented, it's been a little while ago now, but when it was presented that this would be a possibility, it's awesome. We all love coming here. We love being here for the month of May, being a part of this. And what do you do to constantly keep up and have new attractions for the fans? That's the biggest challenge. Well, obviously, you've got plenty of grass here, a nice space to allow people to come in and camp and be a part of it. If you look at venues like Road America, you look at Mid-Ohio, so many of these races are successful because of the access that fans have, the atmosphere that it provides inside of the track, and we've never had that, particularly at Indy with the Grand Prix, being relatively new, and this is going to be something that's going to really add to that. So, I don't want to list off pricing and everything else. We can let Doug kind of handle all that. But for what is a great price, fans can come and really help that family environment that we all love about IndyCar racing. And now to camp right here where we're standing, to see the track this close to where people can be, it's only going to make this event better. So, what I love about IndyCar, Doug's giving me a lot of credit here, but it's not, I didn't do much. But what I love about IndyCar and Indianapolis Motor Speedway is constantly putting the focus on fans. What can we do to help our fans that have been so loyal to our sport for so long? And I think that this is only going to do it. So hopefully, I don't know, Friday night or something, we can all come out and have a little barbecue, have some fun. We're going to enjoy some steak and shake today, so sorry you guys aren't here to be a part of that, and those who are here, you're lucky. But it's awesome, and I'm excited to be a part of it this May.
Great. Well, thank you, Graham. And as Graham said, Graham and I were talking about grilling out. He said, I got a better idea. I've got a great partner that helps me get from racetrack to racetrack, has an Indiana connection and Steak and Shake. So Steak and Shake's brought out some burgers so we didn't have to fire the grill up. And we'll do some shakes and we'll have a little bit of fun here today. But again, so camping will take place here in the woods. Also over sort of in the infield behind you, some of the areas back there, an opportunity to camp. Also, we'll have some camping in the museum parking lot, so at the turn 10 area. So there's going to be camping throughout. One of the things that I know the drivers like when they come through the 1, 2, 3 complex there and they see fans on those spectator mounts. So next year they're going to see fans on those spectator mounts, plus tents, plus people camping out. If you can see over your right shoulder over there, the back, I'm actually building a new spectator mound over there as well. Those mounds have become hugely popular for the IndyCar road race that's here, so we're going to build another one there. And that one will have visibility to the oval, to the road course, and also to the Carb Day stage on Carb Day, so we're making it sort of three-faced. But we're doing everything we can to make it more fun for fans to be here, and this is just another way to celebrate the kickoff in May and really celebrate what fans mean to us and the way that they experience road racing. So if anybody's got any questions, happy to answer, but we're looking forward to it. Again, thanks to Mount Comfort for the fun. If you guys want to check that thing out, it's really, really cool. Beth and I think are going to have a good time on the weekend hanging out with fans.
So Doug, basically you come in on Thursday and stay through the weekend?
So yeah, so you come in the night before, you're going to stay through the weekend. I think our pricing is roughly between $125 and $150 for the camping spot, and then you buy your GA ticket and your race day ticket to get in. So yeah, they can come in, and so it's basically, I think, Alex, I'm looking at you, are looking at a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, head out on Sunday morning. So it's a 3-night, great way to spend the weekend. Somewhere between, well, people, I don't know, it depends how many people you can jam in your tent or whatever, but I think we'll have between 200 and 300 spots out here, which is a pretty significant number in these two areas, and if it goes over really well, we'll figure out ways to put them in other places around the racetrack. You know, one of the challenges has always been, how do you police a bunch of people inside the facility at night? And at some level, I'm okay having to kick people off the yard of bricks and move them around, and hopefully, you know, they'll kind of stay in the right area. That's the biggest logistical challenge, is just making sure that people are staying in the areas, and we think we found areas that'll work out. We're talking about even doing things like Midnight on the Bricks tours. We're going to make it fun for fans when they're here. Plenty of content, plenty of things beyond what's just going on the racetrack.
Just don't allow the drivers stay here, so don't set off fireworks and stuff because they're trying to sleep.
Is there any history to people being able to bring in any kind of vehicle, RV, or an actual camper inside the speedway?
Not that, really, if you wanted to spend the night at this racetrack on race night, you had to be a driver or an owner and be in the driver-owner lots. Really the way that's happened. I'm sure some suite holders have snuck in and spent the night in their suite and a few other things, but really, if you wanted to camp in the infield, it really was more in the driver-owner lot, and they're there more for convenience than anything else, right? So this is really the first opportunity we've allowed fans for this event to come in. Glamping the last few years, but again, you just showed up and your tent was already there. So this is going to be, you know, bring your own stuff and come in. And later in the year, I think we're going to talk a little bit about what we might do a little bit differently for Brickyard Weekend as well. Anything else? All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming out in the cold. Please feel free to check out the travel trailer there. It's pretty neat. And then you want to tell them about?
Yeah, and you can warm up with some steak burgers. I see whipped cream, so it looks like you have shakes over there, but that's not going to warm you up today, sorry. But you can fill up on them if you want.